Joe Budden and Benzino go back and forth regarding the whole Eminem reignited beef. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So the internet has been going crazy as Benzino and Eminem have reignited their old beef from 2003, people. Eminem came out with Doomsday 2. It was a short song, more like a freestyle type of thing. Packed a bit of punch to Benzino. Talked about his no-neck self, you know what I mean? Benzino returned fire with 2 songs, fam. And I ain't gonna lie, they packed a bigger punch than Eminem's. But Joe Budden was on his podcast and he was talking about Eminem's diss to Benzino. And he said he was here for it. He said he's happy for anybody to diss Benzino. Why, Joe? Why? What's Benzino done to you? But people, don't worry. I've got the clip for you right now. Check it out.
What do you mean I'm crazy? I like it.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm with anybody dissing Benzino, yo.
See, look, good.
I am. That is y'all see him coming out the pool like on some bodybuilders with the water glistening off his body, trying to be like a seal or some shit.
Okay, let that look out. That's hate.
Old shouldn't do that. He do too much that old shouldn't do. And I know he tried to bag that transgender. I don't care what that.
Okay, come on, Joe.
I know he did.
Why you had to go there?
It's been there. And I do this for a living. I've avoided that for mad years.
And you want to shoot now because he said that about you, and then you shot at him, and then he's like, Joe.
Should have played nice. Now I shoot for the rest of my life. I don't
like him. Joe, why you choose now?
I don't let it go. I don't let it go. Yeah.
Nah, Joe.
Now me and him on the same side. Look what you did. Look what you did, Benzino. And I don't even have no problem with Benzino, but Benzino do make looking 50 corny. He make 50 look bad now.
Yeah, buddy. Joe Budden ain't holding back. He's just happy for anyone to diss Benzino. He said it out of his mouth. That's deep, Joe. That's deep. What's Benzino done to you, eh? But he even went into the whole transgender thing, saying that Benzino hollered at that transgender. When Benzino denied it, seriously denied it back then. He got mad. He went on every single platform denying it. Joe Budden's bringing it back. What happened to Joe Budden not wanting any drama in 2024, eh? That lasted about 2 weeks. But to be honest with you, I know where Joe's venom for Benzino comes from. Because when Joe Budden was going back and forth with NBA YoungBoy, Benzino chimed in with his old self. He chimed in and said, what's Joe Budden got to do with the young man's career? He said, let him do his thing. Criticizing Joe Budden heavy. I remember the whole video. He was lying on his bed talking greasy about Joe Budden. And Joe Budden on his own clip, he said he don't forget nothing. He don't forget a thing. And that's why he has this heat for Benzino talking all that, critiquing. I don't know why he's talking about Benzino glistening in the water though. Come on, G. You should have pretended like you didn't notice. But Benzino has replied, people. He replied on his own platform. Check out the clip.
Good evening. Wait till a few more of y'all get in there. I need somebody, you know how y'all tape this, send it to Live Bites. So make sure the Live Bites, hair done by Mari. Alright, so check this out, right? Joe Budden. Joe Budden. Joe. What the fuck is you talking about me coming out of a pool with water glistening on my body? What the f was that? Joe Budden. Didn't you already admit to being a baloney smuggler? I ain't never had no relationship. I never even met that transgender you talk about in person. I still don't know what that transgender looks like in person. Why don't you ask Melissa Ford? She know about the kid. She know about that flight from Canada. And it was a little dry.
Yeah, buddy. Benzino. You know what? I like his response, you know. He's calm. He's calculated. He ain't too angry. But when you could tell when Joe Budden mentioned that transgender thing, Benzino got a bit upset. His voice got a bit more aggressive and defensive. Hey, Benzino, whatever floats your boat, bro. We ain't judging you. To be fair to Benzino, I heard the audio with that transgender. And he wasn't talking any smooth love talking with that transgender. He was just talking. It didn't sound like anything romantic. It's not like the Young Buck one. Young Buck one was like, yo, they had some deep, connected, deep, long love affair. But shout out to Young Buck. Like I said, we don't judge. But you know what? Benzino's all about that clout right now. So if he can reply to his daughter like a million times, and he's doing this whole Eminem thing, Joe Budden and Benzino might be the next thing in hip-hop to go back and forth for next week or so. Watch this space, people. But yo, I want to know what you lot think. Do you think Joe Budden went too hard at Ray Benzino? Leave the old guy alone. He's gone through enough. And should he have not even brought in the whole transgender thing and the whole coming out of the water like a seal, as he put it? And what do you think about Benzino's response to Joe Budden? Let me know in the comments, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bezel. It's Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.
Good evening. Wait till a few more of y'all get in there. I need somebody. You know how y'all tape this, send it to Live Bites? So make sure the Live Bites, hair done by Mari. Alright, so check this out, right? Joe Budden. Joe Budden. Joe, what the fuck is you talking about me coming out of a pool with water glistening on my body? What the fuck was that? Joe Budden, didn't you already admit to being a baloney smuggler? I ain't never had no relationship. I never even met that transgender you talk about in person. I still don't know what that transgender looks like in person. Why don't you ask Melissa Ford? She know about the kid. She know about that flight from Canada. And it was a little dry. Yo.